Hey guys, SCSurvival and Hunting here. Today we're coming at you today with another tabletop review, bushcraft style. So what we have right here is the Schrade SCHF36, and this is one of the 3 survival bushcraft series 2015 patterns that Schrade has come out with. There's the 36, 37, and 38, and Schrade was so kind to, excuse me there, to send us the 36 and 37. So here's our plan. We're going to do a tabletop review of them, and then we're going to do a testing video of starting fires with them because they come with a fire starter. Oops, sorry, gave you a little blooper there. I'm just kidding. And we're going to do splitting logs with them, shaving with them, feathering sticks with them, just all around different bushcraft things to do. And I believe only a couple websites have them on market as of right now at the time of filming. Of course, I think Schrade may have them, and then I think it was Knife Depot.
Yes.
I think it was Knife Depot. And so let's go ahead and get started. They come with their standard green and gray box on them that says Schrade on it. On the side, it has the tag SCHF36 with the barcode, Taylor Brands at the bottom.
Yeah, sorry. The camera's just trying to focus here. No, it's not really wanting to. Okay, never mind.
Anyway, well, there's a barcode right there. Open it up. Like I said, this is the SCHF36. Get the knife, that doesn't matter. And then you get the stuff that I really like. The warranty paper. It's great, wonderful, different stuff about it. Never read it, sorry. Just gonna kind of, ooh, I have an idea. I'll kind of see if that will work. Gonna kind of prop it up like that. Nope, never mind, it won't work. It's not heavy enough. So I'm gonna stick that to the side right there. And so there's the knife. Right there. So just some quick thoughts about it. Oh, not thoughts. It comes with a ballistic nylon sheath with the plastic injection mold on the inside, and everything here was made in China, I believe. The knife and the sheath. Which, I mean, some knives made in China come really well. I love Schrade. I'm a big fan of them. We have multiple Schrade products. Schrade hatchet, the knives. We have. Then I have 1 or 2 other knives, and I'm gonna buy a tomahawk. I like tomahawks. They're pretty fun. So just to start off, it has a string. Now, this isn't paracord. This is a higher quality shoestring, I believe. It's that material, but it's denser. And it has an external pouch right here. I'll go ahead and show you. You fold it up and has a ferro rod with the striker, but I prefer to use the knife. Stick that around top of the box. And what I love, comes with a diamond sharpener. I don't know what grit. It'll probably range between 800 to 1,000 grit, so more of a, it feels a fine grit, but not coarse. It's very fine in my opinion. It'll put a good blade on it if you're out in the woods. I really believe so. And with their survival knives, I'm really glad that they added that in there. They had that on the sheath of the Schrade Bolo. That's the other Schrade knife I had. And I really like the external pouches. So
yeah, and going along with that, I know that Schrade is starting to do that now, and they have done it in the past, and I'm very thankful for that. But you know, a lot of these bigger survival knives and these bigger companies like you know, the Bear Grylls Gerber series, you know, with their Ultimate and Ultimate Pro, you know, they both have a field sharpener and a fire starter. But if you look at Schrade's and you look at the Gerber Bear Grylls, I would probably have to say Schrade has a better fire starter and a just blanked out. Sharpener, thank you.
Because the sharpener on the other ones are carbide sharpeners that are like that. This is a diamond stone sharpener. Now, what I like about the fire starter, I didn't even feather it to my usual standards that I did. I just took a piece of fat lighter, put a little bit of strip on it, 1 strike with the ferro rod with using the knife, and it lit and it burned for a while. Because we just did a quick little video of, you know, out at the trail, doing a little bit of maintenance with camp, and we're like, hey, let's start a fire. So to start off, thank you, Schrade. I love this Schrade, okay? There's 2 features on the sheath that totally just sell this sheath to me. I love it. Like, I don't even care that it's ballistic nylon now, because usually I like Kydex, but this is awesome. It has snaps to hold the knife in. I love that. Velcro is not my favorite thing to hold the knife in right there. So you have snaps right there. Flip it on the other side. This is where I like the Velcro. you have Velcro to open it up. You don't have to take off your belt, guys. I hate it when I have to do that. I'm out on the trail and, oh, I need to put on my survival knife. Dang it, I gotta take off my belt that has my multi-tool on it, my flashlight, and something else on it, probably my phone holster or my pistol. Gonna have to take all that crap off and put all that crap back on. I just like this, I can take my belt, slip it right over. So there. And now, here's the knife. Now before I tell you, that isn't from a lot of use. That's from basically taking the fat lighter and moving it on there. The finish on this blade is very rough, so it grabs onto the stuff that you're cutting, so it won't stain it, but the residue will be on there. It has a nice choil right here where you can do finer tasks, and what I love about it is it has kind of the blade shape of the Becker VK2, I believe. It really has a smaller bushcraft, yet big enough to do big stuff with. So it just comes with a little piece of paper right there that I always just rip off because you're out in the woods. And all three in the bushcrafter lines have the same TPE handles, length and width. They're identical. Yeah. So now I'm going to do with some specs of it real quick. The Schrade SCHF36 is retailed at $31.99. $32 for this. That's a fabulous price, Schrade. Thank you. It is 1095 high carbon steel. That's why this coating is so aggressive, because it is made in China and it has to be shipped overseas. So they have to put a very thick coating on it so it doesn't rust on its way over. But that's real easy. You can either just, with use, it'll eventually come off, or you can take them, I blanked out on the name, but it's a very corrosive coating remover that you can put on there, but you have to take off the handles, of course. Has a nice choil, aggressive jimping about the top. You aren't going to lose your finger if you're doing fine tasks.
And on the bottom side of the handle.
Oh yeah, sorry there. Bottom to keep your finger from slipping if you're doing anything. It has a lanyard hole right there. It is completely full Tang, which is great. And I haven't done the measurements quite yet, but it is extremely thick. The blade thickness, I believe, is a little over a 1/4 inch thick. Yeah. And all of them are the same width. So now I'm going to get some views. It has 90-degree spines. With the coating, it doesn't strike the fire starter as well. So eventually we'll have to scrape some off. And
well, sorry to interrupt you doing your specs right quick, but I don't think I have seen a knife on the market that is full Tang for $30 or close to $30. At least that's not cruddy quality, you know.
Well, talking outside of Schrade products.
Yeah.
Schrade is the only company, and I'm not just saying this because they sent this to me. I have purchased several products from them. Schrade is the only company that puts, it seems like, so much money into each product, and they get so little out of it. Selling wise, of course. Because no other company has, because the Bear Grylls Ultimate Pro Knife, I mean, yeah, that's a great knife, has some drawbacks, but that was,
70?
I mean, $70 on Amazon. Amazon's always cheaper. On the Gerber website, it's like $110. So I'm gonna continue on with the specs. 90-degree spines, like I said before, has choil, aggressive jimping top and bottom. Has 2 screws right here to hold on the TPE handles, which I really like. They're very grippy. They have a circular patterns on there. Let's see, I'm gonna move it up close. See if you can see the patterns on there.
You might have to give me a second. Yeah, there we go. I got them.
Bunch of circles on there, and I really like that. It really is very ergonomic. The blade, I meant the handle will go like that. That is extremely ergonomic and comfortable. A lot of people are like, a knife can be really good, but if it's not comfortable in the hand, you don't want to use it. Because I have this kukri, okay? I love it, except for the fact that whenever you're swinging hard with it, it cuts your hand with the handle. If a knife isn't comfortable, you're not going to want to use it. So continuing with the specs. It has a Scandi grind on the blade. I really like it. The Scandi grind is quite durable. It holds an edge pretty well. I've done a tiny bit of cutting on fat wood, which is pretty thick, and it did nothing to the absolute blade at all. It has a kind of modified drop point up at the top. Of course, it's full Tang lanyard hole. It has a little bit of an exposed pommel right there where the lanyard hole is, where you could crack open nuts, or if you have to, you could break stone if need be. Just isn't as defined like the pommel is on the back of the Schrade SC8 or Schrade SCHF36. I just abbreviated that, of course, and because that is surfaced and about inch long, half an inch wide. Continuing with the specs here, we have the blade length is 5.05 inches, so from here to here, 5.05 inches. The overall length is 10.41 inches, so from tip to butt, and it weighs 12.3 ounces, so it's quite a heavy knife for the size, but it's great.
Yeah. So moving on to more of the opinion section, I guess you could say, of this part, the one thing that really sells me, I kind of use that term loosely because they gave us these two knives, but the one thing that would sell this to me if I were a customer trying to buy this is that this knife in particular, the blade is long enough to where you can do just about any big task you need to, but yet it is short enough to where you can handle most small things and just about every realm of bushcrafting. And another thing that sells me is on the sheath. The very bottom of the sheath has the nylon string or shoestring, whatever, but it's so good that I was able to attach it to my leg and run about, I think we tested maybe 20 yards or so, and the knife wasn't moving on my side. It stayed close and connected, and then as soon as I stopped, I went and I drew out the knife, and I was still able to get it out quickly. And so because of that, that's what really sells me on the sheath. And also on the knife, I know that we had mentioned it earlier, but the aggressive jipping, not only on the top, which is very important, but on the bottom, so that whenever you are doing work, your hand might not necessarily slip on the top, but occasionally on other knives it happens to slip on the bottom. And so because of that, that's one thing that I really like about this knife.
So, excuse me there, guys. Back on the blade steel, 1095 hard carbon steel. I found this to be a very durable steel. It does not chip as much. It holds a blade. It has a good blade retention. But nothing that you do have to keep in mind. If you're using this extensively outdoors and the coating is off of it, you really need to wipe it down with some sort of a mineral oil or rim oil. Rim oil just kind of works for everything. I like it. And that's about it for the review of it. Not much more else to say about it. We will have a demonstration video of us doing bushcraft chores, but I really like it. Out of 5 stars, I give this, I would probably have to say a 4.5.
Yeah.
Just because I like Kydex sheaths.
Yeah.
But other than that, the sheath is wonderful. No, honestly, I'll give it a 4.5 because of the coating.
Yeah.
That's about it. And we will cut to another part in the video in a second to show you how it is on our side and how you can put it on without even having to take off your belt, which I really like.
Mm-hmm. And I think one of the main reasons for me why I would rate this a 4, not a 4.5, is 1, because of the coating, and 2, I am a big fan of Kydex sheaths myself. And so, you know, if it had that Kydex sheath, yeah, it might be an extra, I don't know, 20 bucks. So, you know, it might sell for 50 bucks, but still, it would just make it overall a beast of a knife.
Again, on the price, 32 bucks. I think this is worth way more than 32 bucks. The fact that the sheath has so many of those upgrades, sharpener, ferro rod, and that beast of a knife. I think if Schrade wanted to, it could retail for about 55 bucks and it would fly off the shelves.
Yeah.
So we're going to cut to the video and show you how it is on our side and how tight it is to where it'll be more efficient. Alright guys, so we're just going to show you real quick of how you can put it on your side, how I like it without having to take off your belt. And also, I thought of this. In the pouch right here, whenever you put the sharpener in, I just thought of this. I always put the sharpening side towards the knife like this to where the plastic side is face out. So if you ever put anything metal in there, it won't scrape on the sharpener, as well as this right here. The ferro rod fits in just like that. And I found that if you put the metal piece in here, over time, that 90-degree side is going to wear down and mess up your sharpener. And then if the 90-degree side is not there, the striker will not work as efficiently or hardly at all on the striker. So real quick, I'm just going to show you. You can take your strap off right there, put it on. What I like to do is, here, let's see if you can see it. You stick it right in there, take the top, stick it on the bottom. Sorry guys, this is a weird angle because I want y'all to see it, but I usually don't put on sheaths like this. So stick it down. You can tell it's all the way through. Clamp it right on. You can move it over whichever side on your belt. I prefer to have it like this, to where my big knife is behind my secondary knife. Beast of a knife right here. We've done a tabletop review of this. Well, we have one, we just need to upload it. And we just haven't been uploading a lot lately because we've been finishing our bug out bag series.
Yep.
So then you take the string right here. I just put a quick stupid knot in there just to hold it for video purposes. You always want to tie it after use, or else the string will eventually come off. So what I always do, take it, wrap it around your leg, tie it, and I don't put any special knot in it because you don't need it. It holds very well. I just put a standard double knot in, like how you tie your shoe. And that's all you need. And so they're a double knot, and look. You pull out your knife, because a lot of the times I've noticed you would pull out your knife, and since there's nothing right there, it pulls up, where then you have to hold the sheath down and then pull the knife up. And that is quite annoying. And since the knife is already out real quick, I forgot to show you what type of sparks this thing throws. Excuse me there, guys. So, real quick, I'm going to put this back in here to show you how the striker on here throws. So, tell me whenever...
I'm ready.
Alright, so here's what the actual striker. It throws pretty decent sparks, and that's not long at all. But now with the knife, put a knife right there.
Ooh, that was a nice one.
Whenever you hear those going out, that is good. That will ignite quite a lot of stuff. All you have to do then is just take it, wipe it on your pants to kind of get off that smut. After you start a fire, stick it right back in your sheath. You're good to go. This is what I love. Look, with the snaps, snap it on, snap it off. You don't have to go. And then especially if you have to hunt with the knife, what I've known, since small game has to be very alert, Velcro is so loud in the woods. I mean, any hunter can vouch for me. Up in a deer stand, taking out your binoculars, if it has Velcro on it, it is loud. See, with this, couldn't even hear that. And so I'm just going to do a quick little walking. So I'll probably just zoom out a little bit. There's a couple Schrade boxes on the ground. Sorry, guys. So if you walk, it's not moving at all. You can move your leg up to the side, and it stays right in place. The knot's still there. It's not coming unloose. Look, I'll jog in place. Now I was purposely doing high knee so you can see it. And it's not moving at all. It stays in exactly the spot that I like. I love this knife, okay? And this is a really good knife. I recommend, as closing to this video, the people I recommend this to is preppers for their bug out bag. A lot of people who want to go out and camp a lot. They may not be a prepper, but they love camping. You're going to need this knife for camping. It's sharp enough to skin animals if you have to. Start a fire. You can sharpen it while you're out there if it gets dull. And you can do bushcraft skills. Or tasks, so to speak. The other person is the person who may not prep, may not camp a lot, but loves bushcraft tasks. Because I enjoy doing bushcraft. And this knife, with the type of blade shape it has, you can do it. So guys, remember, 32 bucks. Please go buy one. So, if we take off the coating of this, we will do a video on it. So Thanks for watching, guys. This is SCSurvival and Hunting. Remember, with the right knowledge, you can survive anything. Thanks and bye.